life e be friendly mosimane gape BLYTH PUDUMO bona re mo kae re mo gare ga sekolo se se kgolwane sa Tsoseletso high school re mo kae re mo Bloemfontein ngwana ga mma mo baneng ba ga umama re tlo kopana the one and only Mr. Mokwena all the way from Tsoseletso mo pereso sengangata ga ke itse gore ba ba mo itse ka mang ba re nna ke mo itse ka mang ke mo itse ka maestro ba re ke ena le sakwale Maestro Mokwena. Bona, let's go and meet up with Mr. Mokwena. Re mo kae ska lebala re mo Tsoseletso again. Stay tuned. I'm coming back. I'm going to meet Mr. Mokwena. Live at BFM the Musman Khabe BLYTH PUDUMO featuring the one and only Queen Monaheng. Dumelang tleng mo tle mo le gore le bogetse le ko le boteng ebile le mo le nditseng le le boteng o le fetsang ke le Musman Khabe BLYTH PUDUMO. Gompieno ke na le the one of the legends tse le gore di teng fano fa mo podcasting ya rona gompieno. Live at BFM gompieno, it's all about teachers money. Gompieno ke ditsele the legend, the legendary, the living legend mo ile gore moruta bana o na ga tsena sekolo sa gagwe sa high school o na tsena kwa lekgolong high school, but only a superstar in soccer. Most of the people ba mitsela go atla mo sekolo se se kgolwane sa Tsoseletso high school mo ile gore ke re ke teng mo re simolotseng go kopana le ene go moitse go bona ditiragatso tsa gagwe ka mo phaposiborutelong. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's welcome Ntate Mokwena. Ntate Mokwena ke Ntate Mokwena ke la mathata a re fa mogele mo lena le la rona la life ke fela Ntate Mokwena ke mang?
Ke dumedise le nna babui hae mo everybody at about the chance to shebella this podcast. Mr. Mokwena ke a teacher, first love ya hae ke education, go bua nnete fela. A very dedicated teacher, somebody who wants to see young people prosper in life. Yeah, but of course I belong to somewhere as well. I'm the only child wa Elizabeth Mantati Noagoyetri and yes, Mariana Gimokwe. So let's say Mokwena because Unyetwa Sana Letnatla. So I'm the only child, even the Yalola High, Hana Wane, Gina Fela Monaheng.
Hello, did royalty
Stuff like that. Yeah, but I'm just a humble young man who wants to make it in life, who wants to impact other people positively as well. So everyone.
Ntate Mokwena ga re tsenela mo kgang ya rona ya gompieno we were celebrating Teachers Month this month ya October. As a teacher and the young generation that's coming behind you to follow the profession of teaching, what's your motivation to them and what motivates you a lot as a teacher?
To me, I've seen teaching. We call it education as a profession. It's a very noble profession. That has to do with calling as well. You don't just become a teacher because there are no jobs or because of whatever that you can think of. But you come here because you are called to be a teacher. It's a very, very big profession because it deals with the lives of the young ones. I always say, even in the Bible, Satan he knew even before Jesus was born, there's going to be something great about this young man. And he made plans so it almost sabotage. Even before Moses he already knew. So young people and the Satan who focus them on. So we need teachers who are willing to be everything, social workers, motivators, preachers, and also teachers who can develop kids holistically, not just in maths or science, but also to allow them to be streetwise. So I am motivated by the fact that every year I produce such human beings, people who go out into the world to impact the world positively. And I know I had a say in that. As a teacher, your words don't die with you. They remain somebody asking this go in 10 years time or 50 years time will still be saying what I said in class. So it makes me happy. It does not have lots of money in this profession, but you can make other people have a lot of money. That's what I like about it.
Moretsi ko gae le mo bogedi ko gae wa o different than Mokwena o re tlhatlhamoletse yone the way we wanted it. Ntate Mokwena, does this stigma that's happening daily when we watch news, when we read our newspapers, kids killing teachers in schools? How do you feel about that as a teacher?
It makes me feel very bad. It makes me feel very bad because I know already. But go to my teacher, he will bring you you know, none of us are matter of a number of parents understand that my teacher are in a better position to groom their kids. I have a number of parents who come here. I'm one of the young teachers here. But you will find the memorable fella 60 years or maybe 55 years old. We put out why one there's an instance more one of the parents we call the parents one came this behavior how do we now so you see the type of parents who say you can do all these things in front of me, it's fine, but don't do it in front of the teacher. That's not right. The first school starts at home. You know, informal education starts at home, where you are taught these other things that you must do. I mean, discipline starts there. Yeah. And if only school, it becomes a surprise. So we live in an environment where parents are scared of their own kids. I believe that we live in a country now where parents need parenting as well. There are parents who need to be heavy parents themselves because we have young people who have kids now. You find somebody who's 21 years old, Monaheng, or sometimes somewhere in grade 10. Yeah. So you feel so we understand that. So now I don't believe that there are kids that cannot be controlled. Yeah. I just believe that kids must have parents who constantly reprimand them so that they do things the right way. But angry, exposed to violence. Ultimately, it's unfortunate, but it starts at home.
You guys as teachers, there's this challenge that you guys are facing. How do you guys deal with such situations? Or let's put it this way: if a learner is psychologically not literate, how do you guys deal with such a situation as teachers?
Yeah, fortunately in our profession we have policies that govern all of these things. It's not something that you can bring your own ideas to it. It is being dictated to you. You know that the South African government in the clauses that is one pregnant has a right to learn. We just have to see how best we can talk to the parents or man. How did you heavily pregnant? Let's give them some time. Also is so from school to school we try to deal with it. We try to motivate these kids not fall pregnant now. If you feel like you can't abstain and all that. It's our job in our LOs, we teach them. But we can only do this much because a lot of these things they happen at home. Pregnancy start high, Baba, yeah, true. You have kids, they don't ring, batswadi ba bona o tshwanetse a late go thabele bosigo ga ba tsebe o kae o kana ke dibae bana they are all on their own, so they fall pregnant because of such things. It's lots of things, child-headed families and stuff like that. But we do work, and I think we are willing now as teachers in that regard. Other parents will understand that one had a pregnant, and I advise for it. One had a pregnant, or I don't know one hand. I can do the pregnant.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Yeah. But Banabana living areas, they are our kids.
Yeah.
We advise professionally to say, hey, Kukunzi is a very, very intelligent boy. It's very good. But I'm saying that no matter what arts industry, no matter what no matter what, so we wasting time that theory and then how we say money more FET. I can raise something more, I can raise whatever. So we have programs in schools where we advise Batwadi accordingly. But these special courses,
yeah.
Batwadi they will say no. And this one only because I have to patala, stresses that has to do with that. Then one out to the bona for no reason and how old that class. I'm sorry to mention issue I would raise whatever. But mahware kholaga issue tse tsa re ngwana bana ba specific wa bona ngwana ka wa di o sa ya mo ngwana ka o etsa o sa ya mo ngwana ka kwa rugby go misa grade college, and stuff like that. But now we force them to be in these classes. They know that sometimes are talented, are gifted for you. If you look at somebody like Tepingo Sitosh, he's a very, very good soccer player. Yeah. But school of man of understand? It doesn't matter now because he's doing well in whatever. Why can't we raise our kids in that way?
Hey, I told you guys today I'm meeting up with the legend. Mathematics and life science. Take us through the journey. How was the challenges, the questions that you were getting from the kids that were challenged from home? Take us through the journey.
Yeah, I think way back in 2009, 2010, I noticed something on radio, especially our community radios.
Yeah.
This is where we have a platform to do everything. I still have a problem, but that's a topic for another day. Where our community radio station wants to compete with the national radio station. I mean, when you are a community radio station, serve your community.
Sure.
Leave the national things. When you go to national, you will do your thing.
Yeah.
So I realized that there's everything on radio. There's sports, there's church, there's relationships, there's everything. But you never have school.
Yeah.
You never have school. And that's why kids are drawn to this social media and they will never find education there. We teach our kids different things. We teach them to prank parents. We teach them to do whatever on TikToks and whatever. But we never teach them how to, enhance their education using radio, TV, and whatever like that. So I said, let me get a slot on one of the community radio stations. I want to try and deliver content. Teach maths on radio.
Yeah.
Let me tell kids, I have a question paper here of 2023. Question 1 deals with projectile motion. It's physical science. All of you guys take it out. Let's look at what is happening there. I feel like on that topic, when we talk about, let's say, Newton's laws, which is question 2 on grade 12 paper physics, Newton's laws will have pointers. Guys, look, there's a definition always. They will say state Newton's laws, a second law in weights. That is something that you don't need a teacher for. You can memorize that definition. There's a way to look at it, and then you have 2 marks out of 30. There's a free body diagram there. That free body diagram is something that will give you 5 marks. And it's very easy. This is how I handle it. You combine that 2 plus 5, it is 7 marks out of 30. You are beyond 50% of the very same question. And kids are listening and they check, oh, this is what I can do. What if I make this guy life? He will transform my life. So I wanted to draw kids to education. And I did it with a number of other people, and now it has grown.
Yeah.
You know, here in South Africa and the country at large, nobody is recognizing the other one for something.
Yeah.
Even if you get idea from me, you'll never tell.
Yeah.
You'll just advance it and you take it there. Right now, the Department of Education has money that it takes out to radios and whatever, where they want teachers to go and teach live on radio.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see that. Doesn't matter whether I'm part of it or not, but I'm happy that what I thought about sometimes is happening now. You will see there are slots here and there on every community radio and national. Accounting is done on a so and so day, whatever is done, I'm happy about that. So I always wanted to maximize my class. I'm always in front of 50, 40 kids. Tsoseletso give me 300 kids to teach the whole day. I thought, why can't I make it 50,000?
Oh yeah. And you did that.
And I did.
And we saw the numbers as well. The numbers were growing every day on your show. From your profession to a community member. Re bone gore o na le setlhopha sa kgwele ya dinao. Se le gore wa se katisa ebile o se tshamekisa di-games tse di farologaneng. Ka gore ga o tloga mo sekolong mo o ya kwa community kwa motseng o kopana le bana ba o ba katisa le o ba katisang ka teng. What's that comes to your heart?
Yeah, basically what I did, I started an organization called the Sokwana Moral Regeneration. Now I call it sports, art and culture. It's not just soccer, it's modeling, it's everything that has to do with taking kids away from the education. I have a pool center, the table soccer, whatever, where kids can play and do their own things. The soccer that we are talking about, it was a team of other people who needed, sponsorships and whatever. I said, we cannot wait for sponsors and things. Let's do things on our own. They own a team called Black Diamond. My son is playing at that team as well. And I was saying, let's keep this team. Let the kids play. We will source out some funds, some whatever. Kids don't even need money. They just need platform to showcase their talent. So let's make tournaments. Let's do whatever. Then other tournaments will be called Kalibito Lava, the Sokwana Moral Regeneration. To be honest, it's a team that belongs to other people. I just go there and assist and help. When we have functions, some modeling, I call all these kids. They come under the banner of Sokwana Moral Regeneration. But they will be people. My wife is also somebody who is very passionate about modeling because she was a modeler herself. So we do all these things just to bring kids here to be closer. But I'm very passionate about developing talents of young people. Young people, as teachers, we don't want to mislead them into thinking education is the only thing. Education will support your talent. When you are talented, you get more money than when you are educated. I mean, as a teacher, somebody decides how much they will pay me at the end of the month. If they don't want to increase my salary, they don't increase it. Just like whatever. But if you are a businessman, you can decide how much you want to get paid. If you are a soccer player, you can decide with your talent that I want to go play abroad and get paid with pounds and whatever. So that's why I'm passionate about developing or unearthing the talents of young people. I have lots of presenters in radio.
I'm one of them. Hey, I'm one of them.
I've got lots of singers. I've got lots of modelers, but it's just that I enjoy this vaccine. I don't want to be in front and say, this is what I did. Everybody here in Bloemfontein I touched differently. And I'm happy with that I'm just left with my profession. A teacher. I want to be known as a teacher, not as a DJ, not as an MC or whatever. I want to be that way.
Ntate Mokoena, ka Mapufi, o no stile boxing ceremony. Go Dr. Molina translation. Can you please kindly give the viewers the journey that you worked with the boxers throughout the tournament?
The issue of boxing, I was introduced by a friend of mine, a very, very good man. I owe that man a lot of things. Mr. Mahoko. We have somebody by the name Lake Mahoko. Lake Mahoko owns a gym called Dream Team Gym. It is somewhere in Nelson Mandela, just in front of Civic Center. Glass house. Where is that glass house?
Yeah.
So he was a boxer. He was a boxer himself. So he runs those things of the gym, whatever. He's got a number of boxers under his name. Dream Team Gym. I don't know Jackson. When I lady, but he's from Crosston. Powerful lady. Were boxing. So how I came in was that this gentleman is a promoter for Free State. And now obviously when you are a promoter, you need influential people in the area to help you mobilize and do whatever. So I was actually on the side of promotion. I'm promoting this boxing there now, marketing it, doing whatever. We do all these things together. And now Free State does not have boxing. It is our duty to make sure that people know first of all about boxing. They love it, we inculcate that culture. The other people must love the boxing. So I was used like that to try and mobilize it. That's why a lot of people know boxing through me, especially the young people. The other thing that I was doing there as my part is to I don't like the word produce, but to come up with these ladies, they were ring girls.
Yes.
Yeah. Those nice ladies, but I can flag round one, round two. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And I never want to yet I deal with them, so I don't want to mention names. They got because I'm getting full of them.
Sure.
Yeah. Vanessa Nana.
Sure, Vanessa Nana from Lulu.
Yes. So very, very briefly, the artists in they will want to come and they always enjoy the company of these nice ladies. So my job was to make sure I attract people to the sport. I will have first of all pigeons where we want Miss Dream Team Gym, and then I'll get down with Fumana, all these ladies, top 20, top what, they will be the ones now ushering people in, others raising the flag and doing what. So I was doing a lot, but in terms of just boxing straight technicalities and whatever, Mr. Mahogo is the one who is, because he's a boxer. So in everything, soccer, not everybody is playing soccer. There are these ladies who are media personnel, but all of us were pushing in the same direction. And then on top of that, I was doing ring announcing. Holding in that corner, that is Pukunzi, 155, about something like that. And then I enjoy it, but now it needs licensing. You need to always renew your license. And then Fumana in a year, we don't have boxing matches, but whenever you are paying to renew a license, let me see, is it good? Is it about anything highlighting in a good tournament? They prefer people from Joburg to come by TV. That way, when you always are missing out, you weigh the options. I love it. I will still, do everything in boxing, but I will not use my money anymore.
Your football journey, since high school. You started soccer in primary.
Yes.
Until
meaning in terms of play.
In terms of play. From primary to high school.
Yes.
What's the worst moment that you've heard inside the film?
I'm still suffering from it even now. I did soccer, like you are saying, when I was 9 years old. I started. I played under 10. In Botshabelo, there's a team called Junior Pirates. And then he does everything that Pirates is doing. If Pirates buys this particular kit, they will buy, Mochadonyana, and then you wear it. You will feel like you are one of those guys. If Logi, Umorata, so that's where I got most of my names. And then but when I went to high school, like you rightfully mentioned at the beginning of the show, I then moved from Botshabelo to Lukumi. That's when my football got biggest knock. Because in Bloemfontein there's no soccer. There's no soccer.
I think.
But in Botshabelo, it was soccer every day. We are on the ground, kids are playing there and stuff. But I came here, I joined a number of teams. I was around 16 years. But now people around 16 are actually born these people. So I had to join. I had to join like 8 teams. Remember back where I come from, I'm the youngster. I'm playing under 19. Max. But here now I'm playing open. I'm playing with people like 40 years old. You know, there was a team called All Blacks. I think Kadona they get to the Korea Paragola Pirates. I'm also a Pirates fan. So but we played. I did everything. You know, we reached the stages. Like whatever. I really went to Jomo Cosmos. You know, I'm at a team here, but I think my love for school is disadvantaged in a way. Because let's face it, in South Africa, if you want to be a professional footballer, don't go to school. It was a rule at that time because almost all of them, they are not educated. People from my generation. Yeah, no generation is getting better, but most soccer players, you needed to run away from home, or Malakai, from Cosmos, and I could not do that. And then I focused on school. But then as a teacher, I'm coming to your question. As a teacher, I had to go and represent South Africa in Namibia. We went to play in Namibia for the SADC countries. And I was a captain of South Africa there. We went to play, it was in 2012. We played there, I know we beat Zimbabwe, beat all these teams. Going to the final, we were playing what we call Derby. Because it was Zambia and South Africa. And you remember Zambia, our national team in the star. They won the star. So Arab Palace teachers, we were saying the Derby stars. We killed them. Semi-final, we went to final. They were saying you are not a teacher. But at that time, I was still. You remember in Ukudon, there was a gentleman that the Khabona. Yes. So rest in peace. He's late now. I was a teacher doing. I was substituting somebody there. I started teaching at the Ukudon. So I was a teacher, but I was 19 years old. You understand? And then the under 19 was playing somewhere in Hillbrow. Our school in Hillbrow. The kids were playing there. And then those guys did something to our school. In no time, I'm sure in 10 minutes, they were already behind by 2 goals. And then Dr. Khabona said, these guys don't know you are a teacher. Let me teach you. Then he put me in there. Before you know it, we were 3-2 up. We won that game. And then later the other school found out that I'm a teacher. Those kids were amazed. A teacher cannot do this. But back in Namibia, when we went to the final, I think at the final, it was about 8 o'clock at night. The team there, we were playing the host nation. I think they replaced us by Kenya, the young ones were there. And there's a boy, Bolo Yakaso. And then they get that guy went to my ankle. I'm still, this leg doesn't work. That is the craziest moment. I played soccer all my life. Nothing like that happened. Then I get that. Every time again, I do some focus. Every morning, I run on the treadmill. That's why I can't cut my body too much. Because once I run too much, that color happens. So that is the moment, the craziest one I had in my soccer days.
On your profession, what's the worst moment that you've had inside the classroom?
In education, I don't want to lie to people. In education, you can never have the worst moment. Because everything builds you. Everything builds you to be a better person. Maybe we can talk about embarrassing moments. Embarrassing moments. I have another method of doing that thing. And then, let's see if you move chalkboard. This is not another method, it is actually corrections. This method, there are these clever ones. You start even before you start the topic, they already are forward 2-3 weeks ahead. Now, those ones are very good. So, now, why you cannot say that's a terrible moment. Because it says to you, you must never go to class unprepared. Prepare for the class, prepare thoroughly, and make sure you help those kids. Which is something that I become very emotional about. Now my son is here. My son is doing grade 11 here. I'm a class teacher of my son. I teach him maths literacy. I make sure I teach those kids in that class. Whatever I give to another child, I give to my kid. However, if you teach them about I always say to people, and I think I want to highlight this one. If every teacher in South Africa can take their kids where they teach, education will be the best.
You've worked with the legendary, the late Monaheng. And at least leadership. How was the gentleman towards you as a principal?
Powerful. That was not just a teacher, he was also my role model. You know, we model people. You don't have to tell them. As human beings, I will make just an example. It goes through all the stages. I need to check us out. That is animals. They live got instincts. They know. You take a monkey, it will never be a human being. It will never behave like a human being. You know? But if you can take a human being, it will train. Because so a lot of other things that I do, I know I got them from Mr. You know, how he conducted himself, you know, how passionate he was for education, how motivational he was, how assertive he was, because that was God said. That was a very strong leader. True. When you have institutions like our school, Tsoseletso, on a little to hear the dark, how shall I say that? Say that about him. Smooth, nothing is ever. But go underneath it. There's a lot of peddling that there's peddling. Institutions like Tsoseletso are like that. Inside there, when you are working with Mr. there's a lot of things there that's going on, strike and so there's a lot of things that we do, but how about so having said what I said, that it doesn't mean also the ups and downs. But he was next to perfect. He was next to perfect. He knew what he wanted, and he would not stand there and simply move. So that is a gentleman I looked up to. I still copy a number of other things that he did. That's why human beings must copy. Whatever you are doing here as a podcast, you see it somewhere. True. You understand? Whoever who is doing it, that you saw it from, saw it somewhere. There's nobody who has an original idea in the world. And that's why no, if you want to do something, you cannot sponsor something until you are greater. So I copy a number of things. I like the founder of this school. I listen to his speeches. He has a book coming out now. You know. So I learn from great people. If you want to be great, look at great people.
There's this word that you used to use simply, she was an athlete. Don't focus on the pain, just focus on the focus on competing after the race. The legendary, the late MMB. On your journey, the percentages that you've achieved with your levels, how kopana le bona go city of sick and not the go tla eng mo pelong ya gago kana maikutlo go fetoga eng mo go wena?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that keeps us going. That's one thing that keeps us going as teachers. You find people that you met as very young, and then later in life, they also say it. Yesterday it was a farewell function of our school. I was emceeing there, and one of the learners, one matriculant, I done a farewell speech, mentioned me. Was speeches I remember you saying this. Sometimes you forgot as well. I have lots of people who come. I think I have two groups of learners who organize a party for me, surprise party at my house. I get to a house, the house is full of people. I cry all the way. But we want to thank this teacher. Our kids change behavior. There's a girl here, I cannot mention, I cannot protect them. Literally, you understand? I want to see this teacher. And I got to see the behavior. I feel like don't let them go and watch him and stuff like that. And I think, but you are young. This young man, you understand? Conduct in front of the kids. Tell them the reality. I am the teacher I wanted to have when I was a learner. I am that teacher. Because I understood today, if someone doesn't understand, you cannot, develop you. So understand them, know them better. And then once you know them better, you will give them appropriate advice. Because people go through a lot, we're not talking like, I want 100%. You don't understand what is happening. But how we are going to feed, I always drive them to their houses, women are in desperate situation. But you can go beyond that. You can go beyond that. So this education is our company, create people. I have lots of doctors that I taught. I've got lawyers, I've got everybody. And even today I go on some you meet them in this place. Hey, when I put it there on my tab, but my kids are fighting for me. But you don't really want them to give you something. You want to go back and say, hey, three sisters. I leave go Woodlands. I leave go Guy. If they want to share it, I love that.
Bona ntate Mokwena, go na le mosetsana mo e le gore le ene o fetile mo jeneng ya gago ba mmitsa Mapaseka from Tsoseletso High School. Now she's an actor. Ga tlile mo Bloemfontein, the first thing I was going to do was na itse gore ke la le matitšhere ko Tsoseletso. How was that feeling ya gore le bone one of your products gore e ba le blomo le phelang le blossom le satswe? How is that feeling when you guys are sitting at home, they enjoy the patients just like with Tate Mokgoro, with Tate Dabe? Then how's that feeling?
We're very proud of our kids that went through this journey. With Mapaseka, there's a little sister, Rahali Kweke.
Oh yeah.
I came here 2009.
Yes, sir.
Mapaseka Kweke left in 2008. Yeah, but then I got to teach her sister, Rahali. Then we met everywhere. Whatever happened at school, obviously you will meet the teachers there, whatever. Very good lady. She's a very good lady, talented, outspoken. And you will never have this podcast, the Mapaseka. Abasi all over. She's a very bubbly, happy person. And I love the fact that the roles that she's getting on her gigs, all of them, they personify her. These are the things, the gay lifestyle. She's more or less what she's saying. Very bubbly person from a very humble family. The one I fell Rahadi, I can talk to her now. She will respond, hey, thank you, and stuff like that. They're very good girls, and I know why they are successful. When you are humble, God will lift you up.
True.
And the Banabas and the Mapaseka, they deserve what they have. They did not get there by chance. She's a hard worker of note. She's a hard worker of note. And now I love it. I love it. She comes here. She's more closer than to the gentleman, Mr. Papani, the tall one.
Yes.
Yeah, we will support them.
Stand up.
Because in the teacher, why one drama?
Yeah.
Now, Kena, I understand how we drama, but I'm going to show you and whatever. Got a lot of support from Mr. Papani. So as teachers here at my school especially, we are here for the kids. So everybody have our support. You will get from me, you will get it from somebody, you get, but you know that's our job.
Yeah.
That's our job, and she's forever thankful for that. She will never go to a serious interview without mentioning Mr. Papani.
True that.
Yeah, and so I love the fact that he represented us very well then under the Papani as a school for kids to know that in those ladies and gentlemen, I have a father, I have a mother. That's why they don't call us teachers. They call us father and mother.
That was in the ladies and gentlemen from Tsoseletso High School. Bona, you started to give me to tell me you started to give me to tell me the question again. You said this was a calling for you to become a teacher. When did you realize that you got the calling to become a teacher?
The Hulom split into two. I went to grade 8 Hulom, then it was split into two in the year 2000. Then I was taken to Akeha. We took the premises of the old teacher college, and then we were there. I became the RCL chairperson from grade 9, 10, 11, and 12. Chairperson. They were always voting for me. The books like Julius Caesar, Maru that we were doing at school, because I'm someone who likes to read on my own. I want to come to you for assistance. I don't want you to teach me. So I was reading them as a matriculant. I taught them to my classmates. I was responsible for the performance in my class. I was one of the learners. Normally, these teachers are all my schoolmates. I'm challenging them to query this. There was one guy I met in Upalama GP Correctional Service. We met at the funeral 2 weeks ago. He was telling me that he was a matriculant. I was in grade 11, I was his chairperson. He had to be a deputy. Yeah. Girlfriend I didn't know was my secretary. And I was managing them very well. You know. And more simply, and then I realized I can do this. I went out of the school, I was a top grade at my school. They all thought I was going to be a doctor. I went to CUT, I registered for engineering. And then I could not get funds. Another lady, statement, they were starting this program of specialized science. Abaremona, it is a science in bed, go for challenge, go for bazari, go for everything. I want you to come to my course. But you can teach Kayona. How about you raise the teaching? You can teach Kayona or you can do whatever after. No, I want to challenge. I'm giving you statement the second is just engineering zero education distinction because I already studied there. I'm already put like but I get education in that way. The first time I get practical skill. And if you can get the teacher there, it's late now, Mr. Moyes. And I'm not taking you to young kids. You go to grade 12. First day, can you get a life science, individual biology. I don't want to get that child. You don't know, and then you move that life science. This guy is hot. That's when I realized this is my thing. You know, when something is yours, it's effortless. You don't do anything. Yeah, that's how I realized or I'm a teacher. And before you close your program, I want to say to each and everybody, don't chase money, chase passion. You will never have depression. Thank you very much.
Sure, beauty goes on a high note. Don't chase money, chase your passion. It's all about passion. La BLYTH le mosebane gape BLYTH PUDUMO bona ne re santse re ntse le ene ntate Mokwena. Last but not least question ya di last, what should we expect from your subjects this year? Are we gonna receive 100%, 88 or 50%?
We always shoot to the sky.
Oh yeah.
We will never, predict 50 or whatever. We want 100%. We are supporting it by hard work. We work very hard. We have a team of dedicated educators in my school here. We bring these kids here. We give them time. We go in to do the best. We know God will do the rest. God will do 100% this coming.
Well, that was Mr. Mokwena all the way from Tsoseletso Singangata. Bona, Tsoseletso High School, Unzuzamalena, like PUDUMO, featuring the one and only Queen Monaheng.
Look here. Look here. Look here. Look here. Look here.
How are you there?
Look here.
Happy Teachers Month.
Thank you so much.
Joy.
Thank you so much. It's good to see you.
What This is the one man o le gore mo Tsoseletso o ira first aid, o ira dilo tse dintsi ke goalkeeper ya sekolo sa rona sa Matishele. Rayecho.
So you're gonna make me trend now.
Yeah, you trending already.
Yes. Tell me you're gonna from a distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the way from Tsoseletso High School. The product that we go now on Tsoseletso Life at BFN. Happy Teachers Month.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Keep well.
Salute.
Peace out.
Still, Life at BFN, Usman Khape, BLYTH PUDUMO, featuring the one and only Queen Monaheng. Bona, ki itse ke mo sekolong sa me se se kgolwane se le gore ne ke apara burgundy le ivory. Ba re uniform ya bone it's not maroon and white, ba re ke burgundy and ivory. Ka stripes tse golden jaaka. Re tlhaloganye re ke se ise re ko Egypteng jaaka gone re tlile go bua le mogokgo wa sekolo se se kgolwane sa Tsoseletso. Ba re discipline, commitment and excellence. Ntate le kae?
Re tseleganya to.
Ga ke na matsapa. Ra re ikitsise mo bapheleng go.
Ditso ke Tshitso Molatodi.
Ntate Tshitso Molatodi ke ene principal wa sekolo se se kgolwane sa Tsoseletso High School. Ntate ke kopa o re right. It's Teachers Month. As a teacher, what's your motivation to your teachers?
Kgoding ena ya matitjhere lebitso la rona kapa the motivation to teachers ka dinako tsohle re bua hore matitjhere ba etsa a very very important work. They are changing lives, so impact they are etsang to the society is a huge one. So bana le thuso eno bomme le bontate ba sekolo sena sa Tsoseletso hore ba mona ho aha ngwana haholo jwang ngwana motho e motho. Mme ka ho thusa fela seo se ba le mona ka sona ba itella mosebetsi o ba o etsang ba bona ke batho ba nang le lerato ba mosebetsi o ba o etsang. Jwalo ka tletso mosebetsi wa botitjhere o batla le passion. Mme re hlokomela le sekolo sa Tsoseletso re na le bomme le bontate ba ntona le pitso bona se mosebetsi fela bona ke pitso o bona boinehelo ba bona boitelo ba bona the extra mile e ba e nkang bakeng la bana ba rona ba batho ba
batsho. Yesterday it was your grade 12 matric dance. What's that word of motivation that you gave to your learners?
The motivation that we gave to learners, more especially, is around preparation and examinations. But over and above, the most important thing that we indicated to our grade 12s, the issue of money is about their lives. And there's the right platform, more especially the school, they are at the right place to build their future. So we told them, or they are very, very important. Through this education, but to change mapilo abona, ikaspele mapilo abatswadi babo. And it matters or not, doesn't matter now what's our background to Israel. but through education, ba ka kgona ho fihlella di-dreams tsa bona.
Mogokgo re lebogile thata mo e le gore o kgonne gore amogela as life BFN go tlo bua le di-colleagues tsa gago kana batho ba e leng gore o ba eteletse kwa pele re lebogile thata ka gore amogela mo sekolong sa gago.
Le rona re lebohile ka nnete ntse re fumana diketelo tse tjena re le sekolo. We are very humbled by this.
Very humbled.
Thank you.
After the break, re tla ba re bua le the legendary Ntate Shebe. Re ya leboga Festo.
Thank you, Minye. Show Minye. The 100%. Good job, the 100%. Benze dihlodiseng tjena. Ba ipata Minye. Nagatsana zikela bo batshuri. Thank you Minye.
Bona re santse re ntse mo gare ga yona sekolo se se kgolwane sa rona sa Tsoseletso ke dutse le the biggest athlete in the Free State. The biggest athlete in the Free State mo sekolong sa Tsoseletso. Ntate Shebe dumela. Le kae ntate wa ka? Ha go matsapa. Ntate Shebe ke mang ebile Ntate Shebe mo professioneng ya teaching o etse di-subject tse?
Nna ke bina tshepe e ntshonoto.
Ke thoba.
Ke hlahetse kwa Tabanchu. Some odd 55 years ago. And ka fihla mo Tsoseletso ke ile ka ruta sekolong se seng Lesotho mo ke holela teng ka 1994. Ha e sale ke fihla mo ke fihletse sekolo se aha tlasa tataiso ya Ntate Kgorai then e le yena ketapele ya sekolo sa rona principal ya rona le ba bang ba basebetsi mo re tla ka ba fihlela mo go futa teng tse la ba principal ya ka ke la ka fumana lehae mme ke mokgontse ke dutse mona mme ka be ke ipolella hore ha ke fumana lehae le tjena ke ile ke fuwa mobu o nonneng o ka reng ho etsa fela hore ke sebetse ke tsweletse maphelo a bokamoso ba naha ya rona pele ka mokgwa ka teng.
Ntate Shebe, as a teacher and as your profession, we forever seeing the scenes as teachers getting stabbed inside the schoolyards by learners. What's your take on that?
This is really quite a challenging scenario because how can Sheba ntwana e etswa ke maemo e bana ba tswang mo the kind of parenting they get and the challenge here is the current parents of the kids that we teach actually also need to be shown how to raise kids in a proper manner. Le bona tse ba hloka hore ba fumane tataiso ya bona ba hodise bana ba bona. Mme hangata bana bana ke bona the bosses of their homes. Batswadi ba batshaba. Ke mo gona go nna ke tshela ke kgalema ngwana. Wa makala. Empa mothaka eo o le kana le ntate wa ka ene ntate wa ka o utlwa ka nna. Ena ke mang? And then they end up by ba ntho e but hape rona re le ma-teacher re a lebala hore nahana ne rutwa le rona kelelo e ne nyenyana e ntse gona re sebetsana le yona jwang ba bang ba rona re fumana ka na le a lot of anger which culminates into those squabbles which lead to learners saying
tla utswitse sethunya sa ntate wa hae, papa o thuntse titjhere kapa tlhabile titjhere. So le rona hape le rona mosebetsi wa rona is so challenging and so heavy. What email because everybody wants a piece of us. Parents want a piece of us. Come on, I suppose you what I would from you. Why not suppose? And you about 47, 50, 60 in the classroom. Department learn about the results. So sometimes we by those little squabbles. It's unnecessary with the kids.
Hey, in your profession, what are those things that you say for example, fourth industrial revolution? Do you think on your subject, is it necessary for South Africa to utilize fourth industrial revolution, particularly on your subject?
English being a language, you're not inflexible, to be honest. Regardless the media, mostly a computers in the cell phones and the smartphones, but a teacher in a human form is still a big necessity. Because yes, from a distance, they're eloquent in their speaking of the language, but when it comes to writing, it's a very appalling situation, which needs a teacher to guide these kids to understand English language as a communicative tool. But the fourth industrialization, we can't go without it. It's so enchanting to one end. It's one piece in the whole house. And wants a piece of it. And has about to be a gallery and had it from different forms. I think will keep up with the demands of the growing technological phase or sphere of our existence as people, and we need to introduce a black, colored Indian, white South African to this fourth industrialization thing, and then I think from there we'll get it right.
We want to ask you this question. In this years that you've worked with Mr. Mokonya, how is the colleague going?
Vibrant, innovative, funny, loved by many, not only kids, but even with us teachers. He's so flexible. He can work in any situation, and he is an epitome of a teacher of the current type of learner that we have in our schools, because he knows how to play with them. He knows how to discipline them in his own special way, and there are no squabbles or no fights between them, because he knows the right words to use going forward in disciplining and maintaining order in his classroom, or even when he's addressing the whole school learner body. He's so excellent.
He's part of the SMT team in Tsoseletso High School. As young as he is, and the years that he has been inside Tsoseletso High School, him being part of SMT, do you see his efforts that he's putting on the SMT, or the job that he's doing in the SMT?
The injection of a younger blood generation within administration, not of only schools, but all other institutions, it's a necessity, and it's necessary. Why? Because they come up with new ideas, new angles of how to do things, and they understand the challenges of the new generation, because the age difference is not that big, and they are easier to work with. They even uplift us, all the horses, and make our job even much easier. And going forward, that injection should be used by many institutions. better.
Yeah. So, from now, how many years left for you before you do this?
That's a tricky one. Because as is, at 55, somebody, especially with my physique, everybody thinks I'm young.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with my 34 years of teaching behind me, I don't want to lie. The body looks good, fit, whatever, but I'm tired. I am very tired. So I don't know. It may be end of this year, it may be next year, but not 60.
Are we going to see you on the Commonwealth Marathon?
No way.
There's no way.
As a sprinter, I ran my legs out. I can easily get injuries if I start training that hard for such a very big requirement to train hard for longer periods of time. So that exercise is going to kill. So I'm a KSI.
Okay. Happy teachers man. Modimo a le keletse mo le gore le ntse le latlhela sete ko teng. A ke re di sete tse le di latlhelang da gona. Ha di latlhela mo mongwe le gore o tletse matlhapaneng. Di latlhetse mo mongwe. And we are very proud of you. Mo mengwageng yotlhe e le gore le nnile mo department tsa education. The difference that you guys put into mo matshelong a bana ba batho ba bantsho. Re rata go leboga. Re le rolela gape. Go tsa go nna mosimane gape BLYTH PUDUMO bona go tsa Tsoseletso go tsa go ntate Mokoena go tsa go principal go tsa go ntate Shebe and the one and only cameraman that we're having in the building from Live at BFN Tato Moshani bona re rata gore ga inne boroko. Live at BFN le mosimane gape BLYTH PUDUMO featuring the one and only Queen Monaheng bona next time ke le mokae next time ke le gore mo Tsoseletso High School ba re ke Egyptine jaaka ba re mo kae ba re mo BFN pero tso singa ngata yo santsa go dumedisa ke na mosimane gape BLYTH PUDUMO go tsa go nna and team Live at BFN re rata gore re a leboga and happy teachers month go tsa go nna mosimane gape BLYTH PUDUMO ke rata gore ga inne boroko.